All right, Mac, one order of business left here. That is going to be our player prop best bet. We kind of tipped the hand a little bit earlier when we talked about one of these games here, but I am going to hand this one off to you. Where are we going with our Friday night player prop best bet?
Yes, sir. We are on a Friday when all the casuals get involved and all the $5 and $50 and $500 not so sharp bets get to the window right around happy hour time. We are going to fade that sentimentality. We are going under the most famous Frenchman in the NBA. We're going under Victor Wembanyama right after his career high 50-point game. We are going under because they're not playing the Wizards anymore. Against the Wizards, his prop was 24 and a half. It was the highest prop he had at any point this season, and yeah, he scored 50. But the Wizards are one of not only the worst defensive team in the league, statistically right now, long way to go. I say they get there. They're probably going to be one of the worst, if not the worst defensive team of all time. So you have all that pressure upward. You know, he scored a bunch of points and he's very famous and it's a Friday and people like to bet overs. I'm going to bet under because Anthony Davis, prideful dude, never won Defensive Player of the Year, kind of has shown a little aggravation about it, especially last year when he seemed to be, much more impactful than Rudy Gobert because he can guard people on the perimeter. And that's what you can do with Victor Wembanyama because he's not really killing people in the post the way he probably should or can. I know he's added a little bit of muscle, but he's still generally a perimeter player. Had 8 threes versus the Wizards, which is, just pretty lucky by itself. He's not shooting particularly well this season, but if you get 16 up, sometimes you're going to make 8. And it kind of shows you how silly the game was that your center got up 16 threes, by far the most he had at any point this season. He's only averaging eight per game. So I think it comes back to reality. Like I said, I kind of like this to be a lower scoring, lower paced, playoff type atmosphere where the Lakers really want to put their pride on the line and show the young one that he still has to wait his turn. And yeah, this prop is usually set at 22 and a half. It's at 25 and a half. I think it's an over adjustment to one game, so I like the under.
Right there with you. I think this is a great opportunity for him or us to fade him coming off of a career night, like you mentioned, 50 points against the Wizards. You mentioned the Wizards defense is going to be one of the worst. And again, they don't have any true big men do the Wizards that can guard Wimby. We talk about Anthony Davis. He takes that very, very personally that he hasn't been able to win Defensive Player of the Year. And I think this is another opportunity, like you mentioned, Mackenzie, for him to put on display his defensive ability for the LA Lakers going up against Victor Wembanyama. And also, Wemby's more than likely going to have to guard Anthony Davis, and that can put him into foul trouble here as well in this game here. So again, that may limit his minutes in this game here. So I like everything that you mentioned. This should be a fun game to watch, and hopefully it is a winner here for us. So official player prop best bet for the Friday night card, Victor Wembanyama under 25 and a half points against the LA Lakers.